Meet Miyamoto Musashi, a samurai dead for nearly 400 years, and arguably one of the most productive human beings who ever lived. He won 61 sword duels, mastered calligraphy, ink painting, and military strategy, all at once and without a single productivity app. 7 days before he died, he wrote 21 sentences. And those sentences still shape thinking in business schools and martial arts academies around the world today. Modern productivity treats your life like a factory. More tasks, more output, more hours squeezed out. But the samurai saw the real problem as something else entirely. The quality of your attention, not the quantity of your time. In 1645, Musashi retreated to a cave in Kyushu and spent 2 years there, not hiding, not in exile, but in deliberate preparation. And from that solitude came the Book of 5 Rings. The book is built around 5 elemental chapters: earth, water, fire, wind, and void. And it's the chapter on timing, which Musashi called Hyoshi, where his philosophy of time truly comes alive. For Musashi, timing wasn't about speed. It was about finding the single correct moment for a single correct action, then executing it completely, with no hesitation and no divided attention. In practice, this meant one thing at a time, full attention given, then released. Whether he was dueling, painting, or writing a letter. 1 week before his death, Musashi handed his favorite student, Terao Maganojo, the compressed wisdom of his entire life. 21 precepts he called the Dokodo, the way of walking alone. Precept 16 stops you cold. Do not collect weapons or practice beyond what is useful. A master swordsman making the case in the 17th century for doing less. Most of us try to fill every hour, but Musashi did the opposite. He guarded his time fiercely, protecting it from anything that served no real purpose in his life. The concept of Ichigo Ichie, one time, one meeting, began with tea master Sen no Rikyu, and the samurai, trained in Zen and deeply aware of death, took it to heart. Every moment, once past, is gone permanently. Every encounter is final, and there is simply no trying again. That's why divided attention isn't a small inefficiency. Checking your phone at dinner doesn't just distract you. It permanently erases that specific conversation, those people, that moment, forever. Presence, then, isn't a luxury or a wellness trend. It's the only currency that actually buys you anything real. And the mechanism that makes all of this possible, Hyoshi, the Dokodo, Ichigo Ichie, is one final concept: Mushin, the no-mind state. Mushin, total mental clarity free from second-guessing and self-consciousness, is essentially what psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi later called flow. Complete absorption in a task where time stops feeling like pressure. McKinsey research found that executives in flow states were 5 times more productive than normal. Hard, modern data that quietly validates what the samurai had been practicing for centuries. Eliminate the unnecessary. Be fully present. Act at the right moment. Rest completely between actions. These aren't 4 separate tips. They're one unified philosophy of time. Musashi wouldn't ask how to fit his wisdom into your existing system. He'd ask whether your system itself is the obstacle. You don't need more time. You need fewer claims on the time you already have. And most of those claims are ones you've placed on yourself. Musashi died in 1645, 2 weeks after finishing the Dokodo, and by all accounts, without regret. Not because he did everything, but because he did the things that were truly his to do, completely and without waste. The easiest way to make time for everything is to be ruthlessly honest about what everything actually is.